I tried.
Are you a plastic Christmas tree user?
They're the only Christmas trees I've ever been exposed to.
All I want for Christmas is Jonesy's book.
You can be real harsh with it. You can be real deep.
My experience is that you'll never buy a tree that's like smaller than you need. You're like, that looks good, and you get it home, you're like, oh, our house doesn't have 15-foot ceilings.
I wouldn't sell them. It's not the right thing to do.
Okay.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 47 of Lawnhub Live After Lunch.
Today will be a slightly shorter podcast than normal, so we have only got another 56 minutes because me and Jonesy are going to go watch the cricket.
The Strikers, hopefully a better result tonight.
That game the other night, they lost after posting a score that's never been chased at that oval.
Correct. Yep.
That young dude from, what team was it? The Thunder?
Daniel Sams?
No, the other kid with a moustache. They hit like 50 off of 16 or something. Costa?
Constas.
Yeah.
He's the guy that's set to replace McSweeney.
No shit.
But McSweeney...
So they dropped McSweeney after two tests.
3.
Yeah.
But like I said, Khawaja...
Yeah.
But like you said, you're becoming a cricket fan, Clint.
I'm not a fan.
No, but you're very knowledgeable.
I'm
you
just
said
aware.
he needs time at the crease.
That's right.
That's
it's just stupid.
That's a cricket term.
Yeah. I think I saw someone had posted something the other day about how like all of those guys like Khawaja and Smith have all pre-decided when they're going to retire.
Yes.
And then that's just what's happening. It's like, it's not how it works.
That's exactly right.
It's not...
If you're in form,
they don't work at a library.
If you're in form and you're making a ton of runs and your side and your spot in the side is 100% secure, then by all means go for it. But if you're not making runs and you're struggling, well, you know.
Sith said it looks like I made a quick trip to Turkey.
I certainly didn't.
I've always had gorgeous hair. I've just been
hair.
Actually doing physical work today.
Yeah.
And so it's a bit... how come this is in a different spot again? I don't know. Say something intelligent. I'm going to get my drink in my sandwich.
Say something intelligent. Well, what do they say? How much carbon dioxide does the trees take in? What each tree? Izzy, you should know. How much carbon dioxide does one tree consume per year? Is it like 80 kilos or something? Well, so one would argue that the production of plastic versus the cut down of trees, you know, I suppose. I'm not really we haven't even put our Christmas tree up. So
You tried.
I tried.
Are you a plastic Christmas tree user?
They're the only Christmas trees I've ever been exposed to. Never had a
real tree?
Never had a real tree.
Oh. Would you like one?
I mean, Christmas isn't at our house this year, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing lights, but then like Christmas is in 5 minutes, so
Well, then you have to take them down.
yeah,
Or leave them up till next year.
yeah, like most of my neighbours.
We had real trees at home when I was young. I loved it. The smell of a Christmas tree, that pine smell. The only downside is obviously you might want to do a bifenthrin application on the tree before you bring it into your house.
Get rid of all the bugs.
Well, it's the trees get cut down from a paddock.
Yeah.
So we went out. The Mudgers generally go get a tree, and so we'd go out to the Christmas tree farm.
Yeah,
I think we've only done it once, but they go out to the Christmas tree farm, find a tree,
cut it down,
throw it on the roof.
so it's like real like the movies.
Yeah, they measure it, so you buy it, by the inch, how you like it, and then they throw it on the roof of the car and drive it home. And it's funny, like my experience is that you'll never buy a tree that's like smaller than you need. You're like, that looks good, and you get it home, you're like, oh, our house doesn't have 15-foot ceilings. I think I don't know, I like it, but as I'm getting older, I'm less concerned about Christmas.
Yeah,
I'm ready for Christmas to go. Nathan Skaysbrook, hello. So as we have a short podcast today, if anyone's got any questions, where's my phone? See if anything came through on Instagram. We don't really have a plan for today, which we were meant to get Benny to come in, weren't we? Never organised it.
I thought that was going to be next week, and today was going to be the year that was.
I don't know. What did I say we were going to do?
I think maybe I'm right.
Yeah.
But
We're going to do some segments of like stuff that happened and stuff.
yeah, comments.
No, that was going to be next week.
It was next week.
That was next week. That's
Okay,
the one
I
we're going to
apologise.
pre-record.
I was wrong.
So you are wrong.
Yep.
Why are you wrong?
Why are you wrong?
Who says I'm wrong? Oh, hang on. This is good. So the
Emotional
soundboard's working. I'm very
damage.
happy with that. So,
Hanging off that screen.
that's guidelines for when we make ads, so that I can see where I am on the screen. What is the
Clever.
beer you are most looking forward to this Christmas? I'll have to be very honest with you, Tyson. I'm not thinking about beer at all. I had a really, 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 really big night last night, and I'm very lucky to be here. Like, I'm here physically, but there's not much I'm seeing around at the moment. I've unsubscribed from a few of our favourite breweries because I don't want to have beer here because I drink it, and it's becoming a problem. Skaysbrook said, "Fuck, wouldn't get much per inch for my tree." All right, we've got a question. Hang on, where's my buttons? What are you doing, Kira?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
We have a button. Sensible question. BD on YouTube. Having issues with buffalo seed head. Are there any products that are not a PGR that can help?
Fertilizer, water, mowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It also depends what's going on. So like if you're having fluctuations in weather, like we did, like we had 43 out
My back
here.
lawn. Did you see the photos of mine?
No.
It was only seed head.
Yeah, wow.
The whole lawn looked like this haze of grey purple.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. I probably took photos. Like it was the whole lawn.
Yeah, wow.
Like we had that lightning and the humid.
Yeah, well, that's what I was just going to say. We've had mixture of that, 43 degrees, and then we've had cool mornings where dew's present on the lawn. So, like, fucking how are you supposed to keep up with that?
DEW.
Yeah, yeah. Dew.
You just said we had Jews on the lawn.
Yeah.
What's the fucking relevance of that?
Anyway.
By TikTok.
Yeah. So, yeah, regular mowing, regular fertilizer, regular watering, that'll hopefully suppress it a bit. Otherwise, obviously you don't want to go down if you don't want to go down the PGR route, completely understandable. Most, the 1 litre bottle that is the smallest bottle currently available in the market will outsee me in my lifetime. Yeah, wow.
It's pretty crazy.
It's green though. Like,
Yeah. Yes.
so yeah, hopefully in 2025, with some exciting conversations, there'll be a smaller, the wow. Because if you were to mow that and there'd just be seed head left everywhere.
That was mowing it. I don't know if we can share that. Clip
That's
it.
fucking that's
Poor
green.
excuse. Always time for a lawn beer. Yeah, if you're an alcoholic piece of shit
Yeah.
like me.
But yeah, so hopefully in 2025, the people that we've been talking to bring a smaller bottle of Trinexapac available for the home use. That'll be really good.
Or we'll make one.
Or we'll just make one. So, let us know in the comments. What should we do?
BD, fluctuations in weather in Melbourne? Never.
Yeah, never. Yeah.
If you're looking for an excuse, that would be a reason to leave Melbourne, one of probably 200. Although you've got a new premier now, so all good, right?
Well, apparently.
I saw Dan Andrews has left the country.
Well, he was banned from. Didn't that guy
all these
kick him out of the
restaurants.
pub and the restaurant?
I think that kind of took hold too.
Yeah, that's so fucking funny. Well,
That's fucking like play silly games, win silly prizes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't be a dick. Because people don't. Well, I'm a big fan of grudges and long term memory and
especially if they do
revenge
something
and
fucked
shit.
up.
Just stupid. So yeah, Buffalo Seed Head. What he said. Excuse me. Lawn Beers Australia. Poor excuse. Always time for a lawn beer. Get back on the mower and start snipping and sipping. Remember to stay hydrated and mow low this Christmas. I don't have the off switch that most people have. So I got home last night. I don't know what time it was, 10 or something. I don't remember getting home. And then I watered the lawn with the hose for like an hour out the front because our internet's down. And so I can't access my controller because I've lost the key. So
Is that why you're asking for a key?
I can't. I was going to literally drill the door out and just get a new controller because obviously I can just get a new controller.
Couldn't crack the solenoids or?
Yeah, but they're fucking buried. Like it's all under the box. I don't like my valve box to be seen.
Yeah.
So it's kind of under mulch and shit.
That's fair.
And I was
the haze of
pretty paro.
Yeah.
I found a can on the lawn this morning, so I obviously drank that while I was out there. And then
is the haze of fescue still in the garden bed, or you pull that all out?
No, I paid someone to pull all that out.
Right, like high pages or something.
No, like a contact of ours that's
okay.
So it was an expensive. I think it was $1,000 to get it all pulled out. Yeah, to weed that front bed.
Fuck, I mean there was a lot, and I haven't been there.
Took 2 people 7 hours.
Yeah, I mean I haven't been there.
It's like
in a while.
Empty.
But,
they hedged and trimmed and stuff as well. But yeah,
fuck. I mean, there's a lot of work there, and I think that probably goes.
Fuck, Skazer. I've got to send him his beer. Can someone make sure we do that? He just said, "What does beer taste like?" Can we still ship stuff today? So yeah, what else have we got? Poor excuse, beer. Yep, no, I've got. So there's a question here from Clifford that says, "Has there been an update on Clint's fescue blend out the front?" So where I was going with that, not having irrigation in South Australia for more than 36 hours with this weather, and new fescue starts to go a really interesting bluey grey. So it's been spanked a bit. I'm hoping that if the internet's not sorted by the time I get home, I'll just drill a hole in the door or drill the lock out and just get a new lock. That's probably the cheapest way. They're all the same. It's looking pretty good. Like all the crescents had kind of grew out. It was funny. I was looking back on some photos the other day, and I didn't realize that how much it had improved. Like when you look at old photos, you're like, oh fuck, it is a lot better than it was. So I don't think I've got any photos of the front lawn. No, maybe. Do I? Have I sent you any photos?
Not recently that I'm aware of.
But yeah, it's looking all right. Like it's weird. I still can't get it how I want it. It's definitely a hungry lawn. Like it takes a lot more input. I fertilized it with a granular, I don't know, a few weeks back.
Yeah,
remember
about 3 weeks.
Because it had some like striping to it because I'd inaccurately applied fertilizer. So, and there's a lot of weeds that I'm having to rip out. Like there's these weird kind of, or what was it, like a cooch or something that I pulled out?
Well, some of the stuff you brought in was common cooch and wintergrass.
Yeah. So that's a bit of a challenge, but it's all good. Like it's fine. It's a lawn. Skazer low. I'm just being a dick. No, I'm a big believer that people that want to consider themselves people of integrity do what they say they're going to do, and that's why I spent 3 hours today. No, not even 2 hours. 3 hours maybe. Putting up.
Oh, he's got it done pretty
putting
quickly.
up pallet racking beams with Rose because I told her yesterday I'd help her today, and it was the last thing I wanted to do today, but it got done. All I want for Christmas is Jonesy's book.
So do I.
You could have sold some books this.
I wouldn't sell them. It's not the right thing to do.
Okay. Yeah, I guess some people disagree with you.
Well, I mean, if there's two answers to that. There's if you don't have a degree in said field and you try and sell a book, well, then I don't think that's really fair. If you have a degree in that field, by all means, slap a price on it.
You're so useless.
Fucking
you and your non-degree.
I know. Oh well.
Where is? I'm just trying to find. I'm not really sure what's going on.
Where is Mini Pill and Bush? Well, have we got some revelations for you? Mini Pill's coming in Monday.
Oh, fucking thank you.
And
oh my god,
Bush shouldn't be too far behind.
Oh, thank fuck. So, we could have sold so much.
Yes.
Oh, my pool. I got to sort my pool out. Fuck. Clifford. Sensible question. Top dressing cool season versus warm season. Is there any difference in the practices that we should be doing? I'm actually interested to know the answer to this because I've been thinking about leveling out my front lawn. So talk to me.
So warm season, you can go as you can be real harsh with it. You can be real deep. Like the lawn out the front here, there's going to be parts of that that's probably 50 to 70 mil below where it needs to be, and that's going to be all covered with sand. I suppose the downsides of that is the recovery time and the growth time is going to be longer than if you were going to say 10 mil or whatever. Cool season grass, you can do the same as long as you have majority of the green leaf still showing. So, like if you had a ryegrass or a fescue, make sure that you leave some of the green leaf still showing so it can photosynthesize. It's a bit different to a warm season grass where it has rhizomes and stolons. But I think the beauty of cool season grass is you can top dress and overseed. So if you do go heavy in areas, you can just overseed because you keep the water up to it. You'll have lawn pop up in that area anyway. So
Yeah, but fuck overseeding. It's annoying.
I mean, it's only one extra step.
Yeah, but then it's got to establish and yeah.
But if you're top dressing cool season grass in the middle of summer or the start of summer, the amount of water wouldn't change until the sand's just dispersed and as you.
I've had to oversow like my areas where I've turned the mower and put too much fertilizer.
If you are going to overseed and top dress, then you're also better off, and they adds another step, but scarifying as well.
Scarifying the cool season.
Yeah, just to create some grooves for the seed.
It's all good. It's back.
To generate some grooves for the seed and then to thin it out because you're introducing more seed.
Because I feel like my fescue has a lot of dead, like it's got a lot of dead grass in it, and so you never get that real nice colour. So does that just get the verticolour over it and just clean it out?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that's the beauty of cool season grass, and something like a fescue, especially with your soil temps that you'd probably be getting at your place, you'd probably get seed pop up in 3 or 4 days.
Do we know who Lockie Wright is?
Lockie Wright.
He said, Jonesy, did you want to get that qualification? Clint has a friend that can help. I'm very interested to know how Lockie knows that.
Lockie Wright. Not that I'm aware of.
He's either referring to the education minister or the skills commissioner.
Either or.
Both of which wouldn't just hand those out, but they would definitely be able to help us understand the pathway to
Lockie Wright. I feel like I recognise the name.
YouTube as well.
The trouble is, and
he said, I work with your friend. There you go. Well, if it's the friend that I'm thinking of, can you tell him to fucking respond to my messages? Because it doesn't feel like a real friend. He keeps leaving me in the lurch. I'm trying to get some shit over the line. Fellow board member using a different name. Okay. I'm lost. But I am also a little bit dehydrated. So Bearded Sith says, thanks for the countless cylinder moles I've missed out on. I'm going to buy a 21-inch Bush Ranger. Congratulations.
Go for it.
Where are you buying it from? And are you paying more than $1,900? What did we pay for mine?
$19.99.
Yeah, there you go.
And a wicked warranty.
Good warranty, yeah. Scott on YouTube has said, will you do a discount code for Bush and Mini Pill because it wasn't available Black Friday? We will do something. I hadn't thought about that, and that's a very good idea. It'll be only available via email or the text line. So if you want to get that discount, you'll need to be there. You'll need to be on the text line. I don't know if we can do 25% because we shouldn't, because we only do that on Black Friday, but it was kind of our fault. Well, not our fault, but we didn't have the stuff. I don't think anyone will care.
I mean, it wasn't our fault. We couldn't physically get it. Like the raw material for Mini Pill just was not in the country.
Oh, okay. A different friend. So Lockie Wright works for RO, which is the company that does education around horticulture and greenkeeping, I think. So that's a different friend again.
Yes.
Which is Judy. Yes. Greg Jones talking about your mum.
No,
he didn't say that.
No.
He said, Feliz Navidad.
Yes.
Clint, missed you this morning. Party senior hole. Santa.
Party hole Santa.
$19.99 plus an undisclosed discount. Oh, there you go. He got a better price than we did. Yeah. Don't tell Bush Ranger. I'm sure that's probably...
I still haven't replied back to our message about... They said reach out, because they replied to your story when you were using it on that Saturday or Sunday when you picked it up.
Reach out if you need anything.
Yeah, reach out if you need anything. And you reply back saying, well, actually, this happened. And yeah. But the Stanford, is that where we got it from?
Yeah, he was really good.
Stanford was really good. So.
Cannabis certification would be a good investment. I don't think that's a good idea for me. What else was there? Something else was here that I missed. Someone wrote a thing. Come on. Not a question. Where was it? Not a question, just a comment. I was playing a game on my phone yesterday and I got an ad for Lawnhub. Talk about targeted advertising. Although it's wasted on me as I only buy Lawnhub stuff anyway. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't micro. We probably could whitelist you or blacklist you so that you don't get it, but the juice isn't worth the squeeze. So thank you for your exclusive support.
Wait till you see the new ones coming in.
Yeah, we made some new ads. Actually, I wonder if we can... I might be able to play them. See if you guys like this shit. Where is it? Did you send it to me directly, Kira? Or was it in for Clint to review? That's what I'm saying. Was it in for the content for Clint to review? Come on, Clint. No, don't come on, Clint. Where is it? See if this works. We haven't done anything like this before. Will the audio work? Do I have to turn the audio on my computer? Be good if stuff wasn't so slow. That'd be great. Why is it not playing audio?
I'm just thinking we're not going to be here for a couple of days over Christmas, so the internet's going to be garbage when we get back. Every Monday we've got to reset it.
Really?
Yeah.
It just goes nut.
It just goes, well, you've had days off, I'm going to have a day off.
I don't think that's how the internet works.
Well, I think this one does. It's generated feelings. Yes.
Will that audio come through if I play audio through the TV, or you're not really?
No. Louder than that.
All right, hang on a sec. I'll see if we can get this to work. This could be pretty loud.
Weed free lawn this season. Check out the weed and feedback at Lawnhub.com.au. If you want a lush green, weed free lawn this season, then check out the weed and feedback from Lawnhub. If you want a lush green, weed free lawn this season, then check out the weed and feedback at Lawnhub.com.au. If you're looking for a lush, green, weed-free lawn this season, check out the...
I really hurt myself doing that one.
This is my favourite.
Lush, green, weed-free lawn this season.
The shit.
Yeah, the bin was full of shit. Did I don't know if people were able to see that, but there you go. So yeah, we had some fun making some ads. And I have like physical. I was bleeding. I cut my hip open and dented a box, and I actually found bruising. Like,
Oh my God, that's Jesus Christ.
So I went all in. And then Kira, the idiot, couldn't stop fucking laughing. I'm like, fucking stop it. I'm trying to do... That sounded a bit explosive. You want to check on that?
Fucking hell.
That sounded like... there'd be countries in the world where that kind of noise wouldn't make you move. For those of you listening, it was just a really loud bang. It sounded like a large balloon popping or something dropping from a height. Everyone's all right? They're having a barbecue. Kaboom. Yeah, anyway, so we've got some new ads going up, which is cool and exciting. What about the one we recorded here the other day? Was that going to be ready? Oh, it's all sitting there ready to go. Yeah, sick. I haven't looked at that one. Where are they? They're all saved. Oh, good work. What are you burning the candle? Doing night work? The unions are going to call. What's he doing? Anyway, I'll go back to the questions. Jonesy's obviously decided that the podcast isn't important. He's out of here. I'll have a look on... Sith, I'll post the... I'll post them on the Facebook page just so you can see them. Because that's probably the easiest way to watch it. Or on our Instagram story. Kira, can I do that? You what? I guess. Did I save them to my phone? Yeah, I'll do that. Is there any questions? G'day, legends. VJ's here. Scott, great ads. Fuck, they are great. Play them again. Can I be an extra who keeps falling over on the lawn for no apparent reason? Skatesbrook, yeah, you can. What happened to having the best internet ever? I don't fucking know. We do have really high-powered internet. I don't know why we have to reset it. I don't understand what the go is, but... I'm going to post all the ads that we were just talking about as a post. What's the link to It doesn't matter. Who was asking for it? Sith. Do I write a caption? I'm just like, now can you talk about something?
That noise came from next door.
What was it?
They don't know.
But they might have been just blowing up balloons. They might have had a competition to see who can blow up a balloon.
Maybe. There was a guy driving one of those sweepers, so maybe it backfired. I don't know.
We have a question here that's probably something you can handle. So MC53 on YouTube says, how many applications of Impala and how far apart for some grey spot on Sir Walter Buffalo?
Yeah, what is it? Is it two or three applications in a 21 days apart? Yeah, so one every 21 days. It's really difficult. It's like we talk about fungicides a bit where you don't want to over apply. It's a bit like antibiotics. Sometimes you have too much, it has actually the worst effect. So three applications 21 days apart. I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check. And then some of them require watering and then some of them don't. So
we just had a question saying from Viv Smith saying, when will we start seeing updates on the front lawn? Are you talking about the front lawn here at the new warehouse, or are you talking about my front lawn? Or are you talking about Jonesy's front lawn?
No, my front lawn's fucking heat stressed. It's so windy. I put down 3 kilos per 100 of BBW 2 weeks ago, and it's just holding on. Like, it's fucking just holding on.
Hey Sith, what's your Instagram? Is it Bearded Burns or something? Is that right? Beard Burns? Can someone help me? Does anyone know?
Yeah, so 2 consecutive Impala applications in 28-day intervals. So 1 application every 28 days for 2 times. So 2 applications in 56 days.
Bearded Sith, pretty sure those cleaners can't backfire. It did sound like a backfire.
It's a motor. It's not a battery one.
The warehouse next door is a diesel mechanic shop, so they are definitely.
Yeah, this one is fuel ran.
Yeah.
It's not a battery one.
Izzy, so the question came through is, when will we see an update on the warehouse lawn? And I know that they've just done some footage of it. Can that go live now? Are you happy with it, or are you going to edit it more? Yeah. No, that's fine. That's right. So we'll put it up. So Izzy's finished that video today. We just watched it. So there's basically stage 1 or episode 1 of what we're doing to get that front lawn looking lush and green and weed free.
Yeah. It'd be nice to get it down and we will get it down towards the end of the season to a very. I think we'll treat the main area as sort of goals. So like, sub 10 mil striped. And then the other area, which has a bit of troublesome, we might raise the height on that. Might see if we can get a marketplace deal on a rotary or something like that, so we can cut.
Surely I've got rotaries lying around.
Oh, you got that Makita battery one. We've got the Makita batteries, so there we go. That'll get it out of Jared's warehouse too. That'll keep him happy. So
I thought we were going to give that away.
I thought we were too, but
that's such a good mower for what it is.
Yeah. Because I feel like the one to my right, but if you're looking at it on the video, it's to the left, but it does have some troublesome areas. We also, in the video, I touched on the cabling or the solenoid having a wiring issue. So there's actually quite a bit of stuff that we can do out the front here. Clint did make mention in the rewatch of the video that I should have explained a bit more on how to work out application rates for the fertilizer and the BBW.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I was hot and I was sticky and it was at the end.
Sorry.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. So yeah, I was bothered. But I think we got to meet Riley for the first time on screen. I don't know if he's been on anything yet.
I'm not sure.
But you'll meet Riley.
Qualified.
He's qualified, so he answers all the questions on the socials.
He's not qualified in.
It doesn't matter what he's qualified in. He's qualified. At least now when someone has a crack at us on the pages, we can say, no, we've got someone that's qualified.
He's got a horticulture certificate. Nathan Scadesbrooks just said, when do you reno cool season grass?
You can reno cool season grass. The beauty of cool season grass is you keep the water up to it. You can literally have a lawn 24/7 every single day of the year.
Yeah.
But you can reno it more so. You reno it in autumn, just as the temperatures are still high, but it's starting to cool off a little bit. That's the ideal time. But really, spring, I would avoid during the middle of summer. But if you can keep the water up to it, and you've got decent soil moisture retention in the soil, you have lawn all year round.
Nathan Skaysbrook, hot and sticky like my chicken wings.
Mm-hmm. That was me.
Yeah.
Hot and sticky.
You can probably just be a bit better.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. What was it? What did you say in one video? I'm not field fit.
Yeah, you're not site fit.
Yeah, site fit. Yeah. It's been a while.
All right. So we have some sensible question. Fuck. Brisbane. So Tyson PH. S. Tyson PH on Instagram said Brisbane is always 30 degrees now. Is it better to apply money shot at sunset or early in the morning? Sunrise.
Either. Doesn't matter.
I'd do it in the morning.
Yeah. Personally, if you could and it's not windy and you could control the spray in the morning. But mornings for me are a bit windy and the afternoon is not as windy. So I have to do it a bit different. But yeah, early morning if you can.
JM Wood 99 on Instagram. Is there a product that you can use to kill armyworm eggs before they hatch?
Probably the only thing would probably be bifenthrin. So 5-star, get onto it early. Obviously, last season we saw the destruction the armyworm caused. We are starting to see them pop up again.
I saw 2 photos on New South Wales pages yesterday. So yeah,
it's just
Is it now the time?
It was this time last season.
Is it really?
Yeah,
That's
after Christmas. Yeah.
So
they're probably a couple of weeks earlier than.
So we need some armyworm battle pack assets made.
Probably could, yeah. Because last year, because we were out of 10 kilos were completely depleted throughout the year. For last year up until was it April?
It was the Eastern Seaboard predominantly, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And so people could put a Aceleprint out now.
You'd only
Like,
put
it's not gonna hurt.
if you see them, get a Aceleprint out, but it's hard because you won't be able to prevent them because they come in via the eggs.
And that's why we use a Aceleprint as a top.
Yeah, leave it on for 24 hours before watering it in.
Okay.
There's not really anything that's going to prevent them, unfortunately.
Okay.
Because of the way that
have I got any new sounds
and move across.
What have you guys been doing all week? No new sounds.
Izzy looks very sad.
Izzy's like, I would have much rather have updated your soundboard than make fucking weed and feed ads. So, all right, maybe we'll get some new sounds. Oh, it doesn't matter. I won't be here. Maybe we'll get Jonesy his own soundboard. Okay, so Bearded Sith said, sorry, shall we a Aceleprint now? If it's for armyworm concern, no, until you see the armyworms to
first
kill them.
sign of them, get it down.
If you're due for a Aceleprint, then you could, but don't put them out until you see armyworm if that's the case.
Yeah, it's not going to prevent them, unfortunately. Armyworm's tough, and although we're still going to see it on the pages that a Aceleprint doesn't work for armyworm, even though it's the first pest listed on the label. You just got to read the label and how to use it. And because it's a non-scheduled poison means that it's safe to use and no PPE requirements. So it's a lot of a safer product than the other products out there that contain other actives. So if that's something of your concern.
He's saying lots of moths hanging around the lawn at night.
Yeah. Moths, unless you're a moth expert, a bit like grub expert, it's really difficult to tell what those moths and caterpillars are.
I bet that'd be fun at parties. What do you do? I'm a moth expert.
Yeah. I'm sure that moth expert is not the word, but what do you reckon it would be?
Mothnologist.
Mothologist?
Yeah.
What's her name would know?
Manina.
Manina would know.
Hey, Google. Play porno.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's not what I was expecting.
That was designed to mess up everyone else's home.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh, that's funny.
Bearded Sith, lots of moths. Yep, cool. BK, I've over top dressed a little bit this year. Will my lawn be okay and bounce back? It's probably an inch thick. The fucking top dress. Look, it really depends on what the lawn variety is and what the situation is. If it's Kikuyu, you could probably top dress
Again,
2 meters, 2 to 3 meters,
yeah,
and you'd be fine. If you've got a cool season's grass, then you might have killed your lawn. All the warm season stuff should be fine.
Yeah,
it's
just
going to take some time, and I think, in my experience, an inch would be something that I'd do over a couple of top dresses. But it depends how important the access to your lawn is. Like if you don't care about the use of your lawn, then just keep watering it, and it'll grow.
Yeah, like out here, we can already see there's a lot of green shoot coming back.
It's quite clear. Yeah, it'll have grown through by the time the podcast's finished. I'm going to ask one more question from Instagram, and then I'll go across to Instagram Live in case there's questions there because I'm not seeing them. Jason Cremor Designs, been absolutely smashed with rain in southeast fucking Queensland. Tips for half germinated grass seed saving.
Oh gosh,
that's a tough one. Roots and shoots.
Yeah, probably just roots and shoots. Trying.
Don't water for a little while.
As a foliar application, just try and get, because anything you water in and then followed by rain, essentially you could potentially lose anyway. So, or have wash or leaching. So, yeah, I do foliar applications, mainly roots and shoots. I remember the first time I put roots and shoots down on germinating bent for.
Oh, Skaze is on fucking fire today. He's like, haha, it's working. My kid's learning new shit. And he wrote, haha, I'd do a few inches over some top dresses.
I love it.
Oh, they're all broken. Whew. We've got 19 minutes till we have to go. So if anyone has any questions, you'll need to ask. Things that need to be talked about. So Bush. Oh, someone asked before about Bush. What was the question? Do we have an affiliation with Bush? Are you affiliated with the Bush? I don't understand the question. If you're talking about parts of Australia that are known as the Bush, and if that's the case, no. If you're talking about the product we call Bush, then yes, we are affiliated, as in we own it. Serena said a moth specialist is called a lepidopterist. Wouldn't that be a leopard specialist? VJ, adding to that Impala question, does it need to be watered in Legends?
The grey spot?
Yes.
Double check.
Please hold. Jonesy's going to check. Are there any new memes that I haven't been made aware of? Dylan Wardy is watching this video live. Dylan, am I allowed to share your news with the people of Australia that you told me today? Dylan's on holidays at the moment. See if he responds. Does wet and roots and shoots need to be watered in, or is it okay to dry on the leaf? Sith, surely you know the answer to that question, but I will answer it. You've helped me. So wet, if it's mixed with anything, Sith just asked, is Dylan pregnant? Anything that wet is mixed with has to be watered in, because wet will burn your lawn if it's not watered in with, I think it says 11 mil of water, which is a really weird amount. I guess it's probably half an inch. Skates and penis enlargement. No, that's not the news. Dylan has to, here we go. He sent me an image. Dylan, can I share this information, please? Or not? We've got people want to know. People are freaking out. So if you had roots and shoots on its own, you could have it as a foliar and not water it in. Yeah, I've checked Teams Dickhead. Can I share that information?
Yeah, so 6 mil of rainfall equivalent or irrigation for grey leaf spot within 1 hour of application. You're not allowed to dry on the leaf.
If you mix wet with anything, you have to water it in. And so if you wanted to use roots and shoots as a foliar and wet and have wet as an application at the same process, you'd have to split them up and do them separately. Obviously, one gets watered in, one does not. Sith, pubic hair transplant. Okay, that's real helpful, Sith. Thanks, man. Dylan bought his BYD, so he's had to change his gender. No, that's not it. This is a good game. It's not Lawnhub Legends and Dylan for nothing. That's right. Well, I don't know. I don't think he'll care if I share this information, but I just want to make sure he's happy with me sharing this information.
I'm getting concerned.
Yes, you should be. He's not answering. Maybe he passed out.
Too many bintangs.
Maybe. So
Maybe it was a really good massage.
All right, turn over. We'll do the front.
Oh, no.
You ever been to one of those places?
Nah.
Yeah, they're weird. Dylan now identifying as Wuhan Lab. Serena, is he engaged? Not that I know of. Is there any other questions? Moth specialist, we've dealt with that. Working on my kids, new shit, yeah, mad, looking forward to the journey. Yeah, so Viv Smith was saying he's looking forward to the journey of the lawn out the front. I think it's going to be a really good one. The fact that we actually have people here able to do it.
And the soil's actually pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's surprising considering the rest of the shit around here.
Like, is it perfect? Probably not, but like we're getting, after putting BBW down especially, the distribution of water throughout the profile is a lot better. It's quite thatchy. We did remove a lot of the thatch, but like just physically touching it, it's nothing like my front soil, for example. So yeah, and I mean the colour of it, especially over the last 24 hours, is really starting to poke through. Riley mowed it yesterday, day before, again. Yeah, we're trying to get some growth back. Basically, we're trying to get some growth back into it. So when we do top dress,
it's active.
It's yeah. And Matt brought up a question. He's like, well, "Are you going to fertilise again at top dressing?" The answer to that is no. We're gonna, because we've already got fur in the soil, and it's actively growing. So that's when we'll apply the top dress. So that's another way to try and cut your recovery time, is already have the plant actively feeding and growing. So.
Marge just said, congratulations, Dylan. I don't actually think he heard me when I said he's not engaged. Or I don't think he's engaged. Beatrice just said, did Dylan get computer screen back from Kira? I don't understand.
Remember that time Kira had 14 screens?
Yes. No, he's actually doesn't have a computer at all at the moment. He's gone away without it. All right. He said I can share it. So he messaged me before and said, hey, man, because we were talking about some stuff with the ads, and he's like, do you want me to help with some stuff? So this is him at the moment in Indonesia, and that person there is getting him set up for an IV drip because he's had Bali belly for the last 2 days. So he's went to Bali for, 5 or 6 days, and him and his brother have both been fucked for 2 of them. So, yeah. There you go. That's
not what I was expecting.
No,
so
he's not. He hasn't had a sex change. Well, I don't know.
I don't know. That's not what was at the top of my head. But yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be a little Dylan on the way.
No, we've got a little Dylan. We don't need to. So yeah, he was like,
that's no good.
I can go find a computer, and I was like, no, that's fine. Just do that. You know, interesting. I was saying to Rose before, I've been to Bali between 8 and 10 times. I don't know exactly, but I've never had Bali belly. Never gotten sick from being over there.
What is it from the water? Basically?
It can be, yeah. So you get like Gardia or something like that. So if you brush your teeth with the water, sometimes you can get sick. So you'd usually use like a bottled water for brushing your teeth. I honestly think if you drink alcohol constantly, for me, that was my solution. Like you just never, nothing can survive inside me. Like I'm dead inside. And so I just kept drinking, and then you never got sick. But usually ice, if the ice is made but Bali's so westernized now. Like if you're staying in the main tourist precincts, you're never ever going to get access to water that's dirty. Like the hotels all have their own like chlorination plants or whatever, or like water filtration.
Yeah, okay.
All of the ice gets brought into the restaurants and hotels. Like to get sick over there it's odd. But like I said to him today, like you're not in Vanuatu and you're not in Fiji, so 2 days is better than like whatever else has happened in the world. I don't know. That's a really funny way of looking at it, but yeah. So yeah, he's in Bali doing that, having the time of his life. Fuck that. You've got like you lose like 2 days just being sick. It's so fucked. And then you don't, because you're so depleted after that you're not having, anyway. I would be fine because it would just feel like a hangover. And I'd be like, oh, we've been here before. Start drinking again. Sith said maybe some complications with the sex change surgery. It's the water and the ice. Yeah, usually it can be the ice. But most places are pretty good. Brush your teeth with the tap water. That will mess you up. And the toilet. Yeah. It's interesting because obviously the people that live in Indonesia, they can drink the water, no worries, because their body can handle it.
Well, it's like the red-bellied black snakes up in North Queensland that have smaller mouths so they can't eat the cane toads and die.
They've evolved.
They've evolved since the cane toads have been introduced.
All the ones with the big mouths died, and so that's how evolution works.
Yeah.
And so only small mouth snakes could stay alive and breed. So they only had small mouth snakes with small mouth snakes.
Yep, and then
That's funny.
they don't eat the cane toads anymore, and the ones down here in SA, they got the big mouths.
Yeah, there you go. That's fucking interesting. Skaysbrook, lol, nothing can survive in you. Ha, no sea men can live. Jesus Christ. Merry Christmas, Daniel Pittman. Finally some fucking sensibility. So we've got 10 minutes left. If anyone's got any questions they want to ask, then fire away. And then next week being the 27th, we will have a pre-recorded podcast. And then I'm guessing you'll probably need to try and find some guests or do it yourself on
We'll work it out.
the 4th or whatever. Irvo maybe. Bearded Sith, hope he has good health insurance. I don't think it'll matter. I think he's just going to throw up a bit and then have an IV drip and then get back to it. But yeah, he's not pregnant. Christmas. We got the cricket before I can even start thinking about Christmas. I feel a lot better actually. I feel like I could probably tie one on tonight. No, I'm not going to.
I don't know.
I think I'm going to drive.
Wow.
So then I have to, yeah. But we've got the kids coming as well. They got their own area.
Yeah.
And then Celeste was like, if one of them's like being a dick, then it's going to be hard to go. Whereas if we can split up, go home in Ubers or whatever. Viv Smith, will the warehouse lawn be mint by Australia Day or shooting for more end of season? I would say it will be because I've got ridiculous expectations, but
I think the other thing that helps us out there is it's next to the Bitumen Road, so
it's so warm.
Yeah, soil temps are.
Well, yeah, there's no shade. Like, there's nothing stopping it getting sun. It's getting direct sunlight like 32 hours a day.
And they're legit. And there's nothing out here blocking it either. The only thing in the morning, the sun is behind the building, so there's shade on it in the morning, but for the rest of the day, full sun.
There was a question that I read before, and I don't think Oh, here we go. Archie Price. Sorry, I didn't read that out when it came through. Hopefully you're still watching. G'day, used money shot. Around 9 days later, the lawn lost a lot of colour, almost like it was bleached. Is there something I might have missed? I used as per instructions on the label. Appreciate it. Merry Christmas all.
Was it all right afterwards? So
did it come back?
So like, as
and
in
Archie
terms,
might not still be there. But.
If you're still there, in terms of for the 9 days after you applied it, like, was it still? Did the colour come? And then it was like on the 9th day it depleted, as in like. It's come down from a sugar high or something.
Yeah.
But bleaching usually happens within the first 3 or 4 days. I'm just trying to think what else. Yeah, because I know like money shot is an injection. It's like for quick, not long term. So 9 days is a long time. I had one last night where...
Archie Price said all good. So, yeah, Archie, if you're still there, like, did it come back after that, or are you at the situation now where it's looking a bit, how you doing? Bearded Sith said oversprayed potentially. I did that with Sedgehammer.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a bit silly. Was silly with money shot before the golf day, and I oversprayed about 4 times, and I mean, there is obviously a colour drop-off after you use it because it's just, you know, you mow it out.
But, yeah, did it get worse? They're saying... So it greened up 5 days later, then around 9 days just lost all the green. I got bleaching done every month. It's fucking hell, Skatesbrook.
That's interesting.
What kind of lawn is it? What variety?
Yeah. It's kaiku, like my kaiku out the back at the moment. Like I've been watering it. I've got MP rotators out the back for 3 hours a week.
Yeah, so 33 mil.
And like today, Angel just sent me a photo of the dog on the lawn. I watered it last night. Dry as fuck again.
Yeah, I remember when I said I put like 40 mil a week out on my front yard, and then you're getting people like, you're a fucking idiot. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Like, if I don't do that, it will die.
Yeah.
You dickhead. It's like, because it wasn't in your fucking textbook.
Yeah. It's all situational, right? Like
it's also my fucking house.
Yeah, that's right.
Like if I want to fucking water it like non-stop and like flood the whole neighborhood, that's my prerogative.
This conversation I had yesterday with Thingy, like, you know, my experiences may differ. Like, we're talking about the difference between BBW and wet. Like, at your place, you find BBW doesn't work as well.
Yep.
So you use wet. Well, at my place, they work fine.
Well, yeah, I didn't realise because someone had commented that BBW sits on the surface and you can mould up. And I was like, nah, it goes straight in. But then I didn't realise it doesn't. And I haven't used wet. I need to. But anyway, we haven't got much time left and we've got a few questions. So All Dusty Adventure says, how hot's too hot to spray three-way? Merry Christmas, lads and ladies.
Yeah, over 28, 30 degrees is too hot. Anything, spraying anything or applying anything over that heat, you open yourself up to a bit of risk. So,
Viv Smith, I built a new house and planted fresh lawn. Would you plant? And I'm planting fresh lawn. Would you plant Sir Grange zoysia or something else, and why? Probably need some more information.
If you've got the time, and I mean, you don't really need much time for Sir Grange, but once Sir Grange is established, it takes about 12 months really to start to see the proper, I suppose, effect of Sir Grange. It's a beautiful lawn. We up in Brisbane, that garden had it in it, in the actual garden rather than as a lawn. It was in the garden, but yeah, if you're looking for something that's low maintenance and takes a while to establish, go for it, and it does look nice.
Sith said, I did Sir Grange at a previous house and will be at the new house. Sir Grange is great in Brisbane. You need that weather. Archie Price, who was talking about the money shot, just said, just applied 3-way yesterday and watering every few days, so just waiting to see colour recovery time. Lawn is cooch, parts of Buffalo.
I mean, I wouldn't have thought it would have went. I mean, but then again, we're talking about soils going dry.
Yeah, I've got Tiff Tuff, and it's quite white, like you'd call it bleached almost. And I think it's just because I mowed it. It was really seed heady and it's thatchy, and I mowed it low, so I took off all of. So then it wasn't so long that it went. Like, it looked like it had been scarified, but it just looked light. Like you took all the top off. So what you might have found is that you've left it too long potentially, mowed it off, and now you're just waiting for the undergrowth to kind of get green again.
Waiting for the crown to disappear.
If you can send a photo through to Jonesy, and he can probably give you more specific advice. What else have we got? Any product for what I can put on my scarified lawn before aerating it next week? Going to overseed after. Sorry, I missed you answering it earlier. Jed. Have you a kainen? I'm not sure how to say that. Sorry, Jed. Any product that I can put down on my scarified lawn before aerating it next week. Going to overseed it after. Got laid in BBW. Get it in the soil. Get it in the soil. What are you going to overseed with, and what is it? Overseeding scares me. Viv Smith, Sith. Is it as low maintenance as they say? Happy with it? ? Much seed head ? All right, they're having a conversation between themselves. Is it okay to mix 3-way and money shot?
Yes, it is.
This is Skaysbrook. Is bleach the word of the day? Bleach is the word.
The thing with money shot, depending on how old it is or how long it's been in your shed, just make sure you use the filter on your sprayer. Because you sometimes, and this is not just money shot, this is all iron products, because of the way that it's made and formulated, is that sometimes parts of it can crystallize. So just make sure if you have a filter on when you're pouring stuff in, it's there, because you'll catch those little crystals rather than getting in the pump. Because I had a pump at Dry Creek once, which was full of money shot, or he said it was not our iron, but but all irons do it, because that's just what iron does. So keep that in mind.
All right, it's 3:00, 2:59. I posted that video. Yeah. That's live, so if you want to watch it, it's over there. They'll be flooding your screens real soon with some fresh ad creative. Logan Pemberton, simple and easy one. What's your opinion on watering in the middle or the hottest part of the day? I don't have a problem with it. No. I've seen people talk about it on pages where they're like, you have to get it out in the morning. I mean, there's this theory that the water droplets act as magnifying glasses and like laser beam holes in your fucking lawn. I don't think it's a problem. I mean, if you couldn't water during the day, then the people at Adelaide Oval wouldn't, and the people at Royal Adelaide Golf Course wouldn't, and the people like
the
around
race
the world.
tracks.
Yeah, it's.
I think the other thing as well, right, and this is how I look at it when someone asks that question. When you lay a new lawn, all right, and you have to water 3 or 4 times a day, more than likely that's going to be in the middle of the day. So, well, there's going to be at least one cycle in the middle of the day.
My biggest concern with watering times is if you water in a period where it's cold and you're going to have like disease issues. It's not so much watering when it's too hot. And to be honest, like when it was 40 here, we had 40 plus degree heat here 2 days last week or this week. I don't even know what day it is. So it was this week. Was it 40? Like Tuesday, Monday?
Yeah, we had
Tuesday?
43.
I was watering out the front like all through. I've got fescue that's like sensitive as fuck. Like I'm watering all the time, except when I can't connect to.
I mean, out here,
my controller.
You turn the sprinklers on, it evaporates out of the head. Was that fucking hot?
It's not the wind, it's the sun. All right. So we're going to wrap this up because I've got to go home and get ready to go to the cricket. And I don't know what Jonesy does, but whatever Jonesy does.
Well, I'm not going home. There's no point going home. I'll just
currently
stay here.
Cooch, but what was Jed saying?
Is he the overseeding guy?
Yeah, he said currently Cooch, but that's what was here when I moved in. Hey, I overseeded my Tiff Tuff and then it looked amazing, but then when you want to get rid of it, it's a real pain in the ass. I've still got ryegrass in my back lawn, but if you're going to keep it, then it's fine. Bearded Sith answered the question about the what's that grass called? Grange. Much better for weeds than other lawns I've experienced. Currently mowing it weekly in Brisbane, hot and wet, so grass is loving it. Nice and slow growing in cooler winter months. I'm guessing with a grass like that, if you've got dogs pissing on it, it's probably not ideal. VJ said go Melbourne Stars. I say fuck the Melbourne Stars. Go the Strikers. Is that who they're playing?
Yeah. I hope Maxi's playing tonight. Maxwell.
For the Stars?
Yeah, the big show.
That's not good. We don't want that.
No, it's someone, I've never seen him in the flesh before.
Who cares?
Oh, okay.
Want to fucking win. Fuck them.
Well,
it doesn't matter.
Them.
Sorry, VJ. I get a little bit fired up. I'm very competitive.
It was a good game the other night.
Skaysbrook, any news on the shirts? I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, the shirts he sent me that I was going to show you. My bad.
Yeah, that's on Jonesy. He fucked that up. Should I water in 3-way and money shot or let it dry on the leaf? Let it dry on the leaf.
Yeah.
All right, all good. We're going to round this up. Dog piss is bad for Sir Grange. Yeah, I figured it would be.
Dog piss fucking bad for everything.
Not for the dog.
Not for the dog.
If the dog don't piss, the dog dies. So, yeah, takes fucking forever to fill in. Yeah, exactly right. Go the Brisbane Heat. They might be my team one day. Anyway, let's get out of here. I'm going to play us out with our...
Hey, I'm an innocent bystander. They saying I drove a
And
getaway
well, this
car,
will be the last
but I
podcast
cannot
that
see. I'm legally
we're
blind.
recording one next
That's
week,
my
but it will
story. I'm
already be,
sticking to it.
it'll
I'm
be out
into
after
it.
Christmas. So
He's going to get emotional.
everyone have a great
Don't cry,
Christmas.
Jonesy.
Thank you for your support again this year.
2024.
This week's weekly cut's a bit vanilla, but the next one will be a weekly, yearly wrap up. And because we're a very transparent company, I'll put some little stats in there for you guys to read and for our competitors to read, even though we don't sell premium products.
I was wondering if that was going to come up today.
Still waiting for a response.
You got to not worry about those fucking idiots.
Inbox are open.
Don't give them airtime. You know when MGK went at Eminem, it was when MGK had the most fame that he had ever had. These fucking idiots that you're
100%.
engaging with,
Yeah.
giving them any air is actually going to give them more air than they ever have. In saying that, I won't give them air, but they've got my attention. And the last person that got my attention is the reason we have this business. So, anyway.
So have a great Christmas.
Yeah, Daniel Pittman, fuck the heat. That's right, Daniel. You tell him.
Have a great Christmas. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. It's a silly year.
Yep,
for
Daniel
silly
Pittman said,
season.
be safe, wear protection.
Yep.
So he's talking about seatbelts, not condoms, all right, kids? Don't get them wrong.
And yeah, that's about it. Thank you.
All right,
And
I'll put my song back on.
we'll see you.
Hey, I'm an innocent
See you next
bystander.
week.
They saying I drove
Headphones?
a getaway car,
Yeah.
but I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm into it.
So are you from Houston?
Man, I'm from